This is homework for February 10th, Wednesday. And since it's a short week, you guys don't have homework tomorrow, so this is it. You should have already completed C in your book, and you're just here to correct it. So C1 gives you 2 points and asks you what the slope of the line is. So both of these points fall on the line. It's asking you the slope of it. So I automatically set up a table with these 2 points. Okay, I have my X and my Y numbers. And to find the slope, I know I need to put in carets. From 7 to 2 is going down 5. And from -1 to 4 is going up 5. So now I just do -5 divided by 5 is -1, and this is my slope. Now I'm going to show you guys from here what I would do to find the y-intercept, since I need to find when x is 0. So what I would do is extend the table. If I had -1 here, then it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. You don't even have to go all the way to 4 if you don't want to. Oh, and that 4 is 2. Okay, so this slope tells me that every 1 increase in the x, the y is going down 1. So if I started to use the slope, that means I'd have to subtract 1 here. 7 minus 1 is 6. And that's my y-intercept. And I could keep going to fill in my table. 5, 4, 3, 2. So an equation, I want you to have the equation also, is -1x plus 6. But we know it only asks us for the slope, and the slope is -1. Okay, C2 asks to find 2 or more points on the line. I'm going to show you several ways to do that. One way would be, like I already did, the table. So these are all points that fall on the line. 0, 6 fall on the line, 1, 5 fall on the line, 2, 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, then it would be 5, 1, 6, 0, and so on. Those will all fall on the line, but we can also use the equation. So if I have the equation y equals -1x plus 6, I can put any number in for y and x and solve and then get a coordinate point. So I'm going to put numbers in for x. So here's one example. I'm going to choose 20. So instead of x, I'm going to substitute 20 and then solve for y. -1 times 20 is -20. -20 plus 6 is -14, which means when x is 20, y is 14. So I get to write my coordinate point, 20, 14. This point falls on this line. If I were to graph this line on a graph, I could find this point, 2014. Okay, it even works with like decimals. So I'm going to do 5.5. Okay, -1 times 5.5 is -5.5 plus 6. And so y equals 0.5. So the coordinate point would be 5.5, 0.5. And then I can show you on my table how that could be true. Because I know that if I continue my table and subtract 1 here, I get 5 and 1. Now I want to go a half, which means I only have to subtract a half, which means I get 0.5. So this, 5.5 and 0.5, is the same coordinate point as this. So these are 2 options for points you could have put. I hope that you have different ones. You could have used different strategies like the table or putting numbers in for x and y and solving. That would work. You could have graphed it. You could graph this table and then find all the different points that fall on the line. That would work too. Okay, C3 says, can any 2 points be used to find the slope? But I believe it says, can any 2 points on the line be used to find the slope? Yeah, on the line. Any 2 points on the line. So giving you a visual what they mean. Here's, if I graph this and my line looked like this, it's talking about all the points that fall on the line, which would look like this. Doot, 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 doot. Okay, this whole line has millions of options for coordinate points that are on that line. Could I use any of these points to find the slope? Yes, I can find any of them. As long as the points are on the line, I can use them. I want to write that. As long as the points fall on the line and work in the equation like I showed you, then they can be used. Be used to find slope. Okay, and what I mean by work in the equation is if I take the coordinate point and put the x value in here and the y value in here and solved, it should work. Okay, so that is the end of the homework. Your secret message is, what does discrepancy mean? That is a word from this week, and your vocab is due tomorrow, so I hope you already know it. See you tomorrow.